starting to change is you guys. Because we have tons of vets coming home. Like you said, 1 in 5 have PTSD. That's a real thing. And even though cannabis helps a ton of other things that we're going to get into, 1 in 5 people that gave me the right to talk to you all today are suffering, and they're being pumped full of drugs that are not effective.
I'll tell you right now, every single one of us vets in here has PTSD. Yeah. Right now.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone in this bar that's a vet. Yeah. No.
I told them a small chunk too about what the meds do to us and what they are versus marijuana.
This is why I do this way.
As far as Illinois goes, with where we're at with our law, Governor Quinn signed the medical cannabis bill into law in August of 2013. Medicine was actually available for the first time a week ago. So par for the course for everyone, right?
Because the law took a decade to pass, it was written with a lot of fear and angst, and it was written more around criminal punishment than it was about medicine. So due to that, the law was written with tight regulations. But given the fact that cannabis is coming online as a legitimate treatment, it's a good thing. So in order for you to register as a patient, you have to have 1 of 40 qualifying conditions on the list. That's what focus for that moment. You have to have fingerprints done and a background check ran, and you have to pay fees to the state before you can access it. Veterans do not need to go through their doctor, but everybody else does. If you're a patient, you need a physician's recommendation, not a prescription. There's a huge difference with that. Veterans have to get their medical records from the VA. And when we're done, we'll go through that. The law goes in Illinois for restrictions. There's a litany of things that are listed as far as purchasing and carrying. You can purchase 2.5 ounces of usable cannabis every 2 weeks. Now, to the daily smoker, that sounds like a lot, right? Cannabis is made into an oil or a pill or a tincture, and you use a lot of cannabis to make that oil that's stopping seizures. It can go quick. When it comes to your dispensary, when we go through registration after the Q&A, we'll talk about what the dispensary rules are and getting in and out of them, because they were built like Fort Knox. Like state regulations, they have cameras everywhere, you have double doors, we have armed security. Like it was very, very tight knit to get your stuff.
Candles.
Yes. And
It's probably smart to give it Chicagoland the way it is.
yeah, and you can't. It's not like out west. I mean, this is legit medicine starting off in basically a pharmacy. You're registered at an individual one. So the organization that's working with us is Enrolling Meadows. So the patients that we are enrolling at this point will go there to get their medicine. And the reason we're going is they understand this for veterans. There are 40 conditions that are currently on the list.
PTSD is not one of them. I'll get to how we're going to fix that in a minute. They're also considering adding autism. 1 in 26 kids today are autistic. I was at the health board vote when they voted to approve it. And some basics on the science of it.
Every human being on the planet has an endocannabinoid system in their body, like you guys have a nervous system. And the cannabis plant has cannabinoids in it. When you ingest the plant, it binds to those receptors and essentially regulates cell activity around it. That's why you feel better. That's why the inflammation stuff kicks in. It's got the highest anti-inflammatory properties on the plant. So there's science behind why it feels the way it does. And one thing that I've learned in studying medication is if you think it's doing something in a certain way, that's how you take it into your body. So if you're taking it as a drug to get high or you're scared, that's how your brain's going to process it. But if you're taking it because it's helping my arthritis, it's going to help your arthritis.